Alright, episode 4 of the Detroit Pistons started in the Kobe era before the big '03 draft. We are going to be running the future though with Chris Paul and Carmelo Anthony. That is the future of this team. We got Ginobili in here now, Rashid, Ben Wallace, Gerald Wallace coming off the bench, J.R. Smith, Derek Fisher, Foyle, and Clayton probably should be. Nah, we're gonna run it like that. And we'll just check out proficiency. We're looking pretty good, 4 stars. Contracts. Alright, so hopefully Big Ben changes his mind. I'd like to have him as a Piston for the rest of his career. Player mentorship. Alright, so we'll start with Big Ben. George Brooks works with him, so that's perfect. Here we go. Carmelo can almost work with anyone, but he'll work great with Gerald Wallace. Sheed Wallace will work fine with. Honestly, Rashid should work with George Brooks. And Ben can work with Rashid. There we go, that works better. JR can work with Carmelo. Ginobili, we'll get him to work with. You might have to work with Mateus Wallace. Foil don't really matter. Chris Paul can work with Derek Fisher. Gerald Wallace can work with Willie Clayton. Cassius Harris could work with. I don't think anyone's really working with Ginobili. There, that's good enough. I would like to see our finances. See how we're looking for next season. Alright, so we're in a good spot. We do got to get Big Ben signed. That's going to take out some cap. Other than Big Ben, we're kind of looking good. We'll just leave that as is. Leave as is. Decline. Leave as is. Leave as is. We're looking for a very strong season this year. And we're hoping that's what helps Big Ben stay. Ginobili hurt. That sucks. Ginobili's having a decent season. J.R. Smith, though, is great. Averaging 14 a game. If he was playing the minutes, though, he could be getting 25. So we'll see what he can do. Decline that. Much rather have J.R. Smith. We're starting off very strong. 22 and 9 at the moment. Now we just gotta try to stay healthy. We do got some good depth, but we don't want to have to use all of our depth. Ginobili is back. Jared Smith playing crazy good. 18.7 a game. Jared Smith scoring at will. Ooh, Big Ben torn MCL. That's rough. Foyle can come in and produce for us. Not too worried about it. So Big Ben trade isn't gonna happen. We're gonna have to try to get him happy and want to stay because he will be hurt for the deadline. Jared Smith hyperextended his knee. He's fully healed now. Steve Nash for Wallace, no. Alright, so we're at the deadline. We'll take a look at the team. Paul in his rookie season averaging 18 a game with 8 assists, almost 2 steals. Paul is balling out in his rookie season. Ginobili, very good complimentary player. Doing a little bit of everything for us. Carmelo coming in with 28.5 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, above .50 field goal, decent 3-point shot as well. Rashid's kind of regressing a little bit, but he's still grabbing a lot of boards for us. Good shooting percentage as well. Foyle's doing what he can. Gerald Wallace is pretty good as well. He's a very good defensive player. Grab some boards, can put up some points. Jared Smith's just a scorer. Willie Clayton, he's good at getting the boards too. George Brooks, not getting any minutes at the minute. Foy is over Brooks. And Ben Wallace, he's having a great rebound season, still getting his blocks in as well. Maybe, since he's hurt, he's changed his mind about this. Nah, he's still saying refuse. Will that change? Leave as is. We'll bring him in when he's Paul's hurt. Fisher's gonna be starting for us. Big Ben is back. Big Ben just tore an MCL again. Oh, that's so horrible. Maybe we do gotta move on from him. 2 torn MCLs in 1 season is not good. So that is a little scary. We are still gonna... Oh, we went too far. That's okay. So if we lose Big Ben, that's gonna really suck. He is obviously someone I want to have on the team long term, so it's kind of shitty that we could possibly lose him. Hopefully we can at least get a championship, and I'll give us our best chance to keep him. And Big Ben broke some ribs. He can still play. We'll check out the team stats. Chris Paul can't be upset with that rookie season. Ginobili having a good season. But Carmelo, dang, he is the leader of this team, and he's only 21 years old. Willie Clayton starting at the moment. Big Ben. Gerald Wallace. Oh, it's Rashid that got hurt. She is the one with the rib issues. Shit, okay. Yeah. Somebody through date. Hopefully it's not too long until our player's back. Arena's MVP. Rookie of the year goes to Chris Paul. There we go. J.R. Smith, most improved player. There we go. Rick Carlisle, coach of the year. And Joey Peterson, executive of the year. So we're bringing in a lot of awards this season. Carmelo, second NBA team. Do we have any defensive players? Doesn't look it. But Chris Paul leads the rookie team. We are coming into playoffs as a number 1 seed. So this is our best chance. Game 1, going against the Magic. They've been a very dominant team in the playoffs, so we do have our hands full. Carmelo coming out with 37. Chris Paul 24. They still have T-Mac, Hill. So let's see if we can outplay the Magic. If we can outplay the Magic, we can probably get the championship. And we're going to win the first 2 games with ease. Carmelo with 27. J.R. Smith on the bench getting 29 and 28. He also has 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. 26 coming from Chris Paul as well. Can we win 3 in a row? We're in Orlando, though, so it's going to be really hard to win here. And we do lose that by 8. Carmelo with 44, but other than that, we did have issues scoring. Alright, can we go 3-1? And we will. Carmelo again, 29 points. Chris Paul, 28 and 10. J.R. Smith coming up with 20 points. Definitely did better scoring that game. And Paul has a strained groin. Still going to be playing him. Rashid is day to day. We're going to play him hurt. Hopefully for the next game is back. But hopefully we can just move on with a 4-1 series. And we win by 1. That means we're moving on. Carmelo having a great series. Dang. Simulate round. Alright. So we beat Orlando. Indiana beats Milwaukee. Philadelphia beats Miami. Atlanta beats Chicago. Denver beats Minnesota. Sacramento beats Golden State. Portland beats Memphis. And San Antonio beats Houston. Round 2 coming up against the Pacers. And Rashid is fully healthy, so that's good. Let's see the first round stats. Chris Paul had a crazy good first round. Averaging 22. Carmelo averaging 37 and 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1.5 blocks. Carmelo is him. Rashid is going to be coming in to add much needed depth. See, Ben Wallace is only getting a point a game for us, but he's also averaging 12.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. He does not score, but he does everything else. Gerald Wallace getting some good depth for us. J.R. Smith, though, has been incredible, averaging 17 a game. Derek Fisher averaging 7. We're having some good scoring. Good defensive players. We're going to be a hard team to beat this season, but we are against a good Pacers team. And we lose by 4 in game 1. They have Arenas, the MVP, Jermaine O'Neal, Trevor Ariza. Game 2, can we get one back? We're in Detroit, so we want to win home. And we're going to dominate. Chris Paul, 19 and 16. 2 steals. Melo, though, with 43 points. J.R. Smith coming up with 13. Gerald Wallace with 15. Rashid with a 12 and 9. So it's a good game 2 for us. Game 3. It's going to be a good game 3 for us too. There we go. Carmelo with 46, 7 and 6. Jared Smith coming up with 25. Rasheed with 20. Chris Paul with 19 and 10. Ginobili just filling the stat sheet across. Getting close to a triple-double player, Ginobili is. Melo, 45 and 10 and 6. 2 blocks. Rasheed with 19 points. Paul with another double-double. Carmelo, though, averaging 38 points a night. 9 rebounds. 4.5 assists. Stealing a block. Carmelo, he wants this championship. We're up 3-1 in Detroit. Hoping to move on to the finals, and that's what we're going to do. Carmelo with 32. Rasheed with 17. Gerald with 11. But let's see how Big Ben did. 15 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, and a block. He even got 3 points. So Atlanta beats Philadelphia. San Antonio beats Portland. And Denver beats Sacramento. We're going to be going up against the Atlanta Hawks. We will adjust this a little bit. Derek Fisher starting. Maybe Paul coming off the bench would be good for our secondary unit. He is playing hurt, so maybe a healthy Derek Fisher would be good, and we dominate them. Carmelo with a 52-point game, 11 rebounds. Wow, Carmelo. Derek Fisher 16, 5 and 2. He does not pass the ball up. We have Ginobili that can facilitate for us as well. 7 assists for Ginobili. Paul 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists in 19 minutes. Very good game one for us. Carmelo going off. And I think we're going to see another game like that from Carmelo as he gets 49 and 13. Wow. Rasheed with 29 points and 10 rebounds. Jared Smith even having 20. Game 3, is Carmelo going to blow up the Hawks again? Hawks having a good start this game. And they're going to get us. Chancey Billups, former point guard of Detroit. We traded him to Atlanta to be able to get Chris Paul. Might not be looked as a good trade at the moment, but it will be for the future. Billups is a stud. I'm hoping that trade doesn't bite us. But they got us that game. Can we go at 3-1 and not let them come all the way back into the series? Oh, we win that. Carmelo getting 36, Fisher 20, Ginobili at 19. Ginobili having a very good scoring night. Can we take the series? We're in Detroit. It'd be nice to move on to the NBA Finals, and we're moving on to the Finals with Carmelo getting 34 and 13, Fisher 20 points, Wallace with 20 points. And we are going against the Denver Nuggets in the Finals. In real life, they drafted Carmelo, but I think they have LeBron James. Chris Paul is going to be starting again. He's been averaging very well this season for us in the playoffs. Ginobili's been doing great in the playoffs. Carmelo's just on a different planet, getting 39 a game. She's been showing up. Big Ben getting the boards, playing defense. So that was a good series for us. We're going against a good Denver Nuggets. Obviously, they're in the finals. Hopefully, we can have the advantage. We do have home advantage at the moment, but it didn't matter. They beat us by 6. They do get LeBron James, Boozer, Crawford, Nene. That is a good Denver team. So it's LeBron versus Carmelo right now. 2 good scores. Going at it. And they get us again by 10. Chris Paul 30 hurt. 12 assists. Chris Paul's fully healed. We need a win desperately. We're in Denver. And we get one back finally. Carmelo with 45. J.R. Smith with 20. J.R. Smith, I believe, was drafted by Denver too in real life. Chris Paul with food poisoning. You're going to have to play some flu games. You're just going to have to play strong for us as we're trying to tie it to series. And we get it. Chris Paul, sick, and he still gets 35 points. Carmelo with 29 and 12. We have tied up the series. Can we get the game advantage? We're in Detroit. And we do. We beat them by 3. Carmelo at 24. Ginobili at 20. And Wallace with 20. Chris Paul getting the double-double. We could be on our way to our first championship right here against Denver, as they're trying to force a Game 7 against us, and they are going to force Game 7. LeBron 31 and 10. Boozer getting a double-double as well. Just too much for the Pistons. Chris Paul is fully healed. Can we win the championship in Detroit? Game 7. And we are blowing them out at the moment. We're going to hop in this and ride off into the sunset here in Season 4. As the Pistons are up. The Carmelo Anthony Pistons versus the LeBron James Denver Nuggets. And we're looking like we're going to get a championship. Ben Wallace does not want to come back with us, Big Ben. But hopefully after winning a championship, that kind of makes him be like, maybe I do want to stay at this team. Get him that championship. We got the whole Wallace clan, so like we got Gerald, we got Rashid, and we got Big Ben. We even have a generic player named Wallace. So we got the whole Wallace clan here in Detroit, so it'd be nice for him to stay. We kept this Detroit logo for this season, but we'll probably let them change it after this, as I just wanted to win a championship with that logo. We're going to get first possession. Carmelo at 32 at the moment. J.R. Smith getting guarded by LeBron. And Carmelo getting in easily to finish it off. Chris Paul, 22 and 5 assists. Ooh. He gets around CP3. Well, CP13 in this era. JR with LeBron draped on him. Oh, Gerald trying to get that in. J.R. Smith with good defense. And he's going to get the rebound. Gets the ball to Chris Paul. Chris Paul to Carmelo. Chris Paul's going to hit that. Boom. 24 points. Carmelo, 6 assists. That's nice. Come on, JR. Come on, Melo. Carmelo getting the board. Giving it to CP3. Carmelo going with the three-pointer. A little off. LeBron going for the three. He's off a little bit. Ooh, Paul. Another mid-range. 26 points. J.R. Smith trying to guard LeBron. Getting a good rebound. And here comes Carmelo. Carmelo wide open. Misses. No. Ginobili drapes him. Paul has it. Giving it to Carmelo. With the three. And that's good. 37 for Carmelo. And we're about to get this championship. The bad boys are back. And Detroit. We get the first championship of the series. There we go. Didn't take too long. Took 4 seasons. And there is the future. Paul and Carmelo. I'd say J.R. Smith too, even though we have Ginobili as well, but I can see J.R. surpassing him for the starting role. And there we go. Big Ben looks pretty excited. There's Rashid. Maybe that helps us keep Big Ben. J.R. Smith. And there we go. Wallace holding that championship up. Carmelo getting the MVP, baby. J.R. in the background. The Pistons have arrived. And Carmelo. Paul. J.R. Smith. This team has a bright future too, so we're just getting started. The big thing is, can we keep Big Ben? If we can keep Big Ben, I'd say we're pretty set for the future. At least for the next few seasons, we have a chance to go back to back. Maybe make a dynasty out of this team. Carmelo getting the Finals MVP, of course. He averaged 29 a game. Alright, let's see who some big retirements are. Kukoc has retired. Alright, staff retirements. Historic changes. We'll accept all these. League meetings. Draft lottery. We got nothing cooking in this. Staff signing. Would be nice to bring back our head coach. Phil Jackson is here though, of course. But Rick Carlisle was our guy. Obviously, we'll give Phil Jackson a shot just in case for backup. And Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas coming into Detroit would be pretty fucking sweet. So maybe that's what we should do. Try to bring Isaiah Thomas in. That would be sweet. Bring him in. Now we need a team doctor. Bring him in. Okay, Rick Carlisle does want to come back, but I think we can bring in Isaiah Thomas. And I think I'm going to do it just because it's Isaiah Thomas. Okay, so we can't sign everyone yet. Okay, we're going to sign him. And team doctor, we need one. There's a team doctor. So Isaiah Thomas coming in to coach the Pistons. That is cool. NBA draft. Not sure what the game plan for here would be. We got the 16th and the 30th pick. This is the big Bargnani, Brendan Roy, Rudy Gay, Kyle Lowry, Rondo, Aldridge, Millsap, JJ Redick, Savalosha, JJ Barria, Tucker. So it is a pretty big draft. Can we move up our picks? No. Do we have any trade pieces? I don't think I'm going to be making any, but we do get Ginobili. Ginobili we could probably get quite a bit out of, and then let J.R. Smith start. We'd be saving some money. Obviously, Gerald Wallace we can move to save some money. He's a good trade chip as well. Big Ben is going to suck if we lose him. Rasheed would have to be our center, I guess, and then we can move Gerald to be our power forward. You know what I mean? Just try to make it work, but just curiosity's sakes, we're going to see what Ginobili can bring to the team. Could bring in a Lou Williams. Could bring in Mike Miller, a young Mona Ellis, Jay Williams, 10th overall pick. Alright, now we just want to see what we can get for Wallace. Young Darren Williams. 10th pick. Now if we went crazy and we put them together. Jerry Stackhouse, Brendan Haywood. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna probably make our picks. And we're just gonna choose JJ Redick is still here. And honestly, I think we will take JJ Redick. And then we'll sim to our next pick. Hopefully PJ Tucker's still there, and he is. We'll take Tucker. And then our last pick. What's his potential compared to... So we don't know what his could be. We don't know what his could be. I'll just take Andre Cousins. He's out of Michigan State, so we'll select him. Alright, rookie signings. We're going to sign Redick. And we're going to sign Tucker. And you know what? We'll sign Cousins as well. Team player options, Melo and J.R. Smith. Qualifying offers. We're not going to send it to any of them. So our roster's looking like Chris Paul, Ginobili, J.R. Smith, Redick. Now we could run the combination of J.R. Smith and Redick. I think the only way we move Ginobili is to get Big Ben back, because I don't think we're going to be able to get him in free agency. Really, we just need another point guard. Our team's deep. Like PJ Tucker coming into small forward. Like, we're a very deep team. We got no centers, and we need point guards. He won't even talk to us. We are a little low on money, but there isn't that many good centers in this class anyway. So I guess our backs are kind of against the wall here a little bit. We do need a backup point guard. Could try to bring Speedy Claxton back. Could bring in Derek Fisher again. Could we bring Alistair back? And we could bring in... Honestly, I'm good bringing Derek Fisher back as well. We just had him for 2 years. We could bring him for 2 years on a back contract. But it'd have to make sense for us. No centers. Anderson. I'd bring in on a 2-year deal. Hopefully that's enough to bring him in. So they're all going to accept. So there's our 3-point guards. There's one center. Okay, so Chris Anderson is actually going to go back because he was a RFA. Alright, so we do need a center still. Like, we could bring in Theo Ratliff. It has to be on a 1-year deal. Smith, who I think I'd rather have as our backup option anyway. So maybe we just wait on Ginobili. Player progression, Carmelo goes up by 2, Paul goes up by 5, Rasheed goes down by 1, J.R. Smith goes up by 5, Ginobili stays. So you know what? We could have J.R. Smith start this season, Ginobili coming off the bench as the ultimate 6-man. Gerald's going to be starting this year. Alright, this is a very workable team, I'd say. We're going to be going into the 2007 draft era. Let's see what the future game plan kind of looks like. So Chris Paul, J.R. Smith, Carmelo Anthony, Gerald Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, Manu Ginobili, Theo Ratliff, Derek Fisher, Willie Clayton. Alright. Here's our third point guard option. JJ Redick would be sick to get some minutes too. But obviously we're running so many minutes with them. Alright, well that is it for episode 4. Catch y'all in the next one.